Hi everyone and welcome to another how-to video. As you will have already seen today, you will have a video on how to use MyFitnessPal, but also how to integrate MyFitnessPal into our TTMF app. So today's video is just how to use our app and how to get around our app. Now, we appreciate lots of people aren't the most tech savvy people. So all I can say is this is a super well laid out app and it is so easy to use once you get used to it. So try not to be frightened of it straight away. So to start with, this is just the home page. As you can see at the bottom, you have home, you have schedule, you have your programs, you have your coaching, and you have your trackings as well. It tells you what is up next. It tells you your forms, your assessment, and any message that you receive from us. And then it has settings at the top as well. So firstly, what I'm going to do is take you through your schedule. If I go onto your schedule, you'll see here that it has an array of different things that we want you to do for that day. You'll have some things that we like you to repeat every single day, and you'll have some things that change from day to day. For example, workouts. All you have to do as you go through your to-do list or your schedule, just tick things off so we can see that you've done it. That comes through to us on our side and we can see that you are following what we want you to do. And we can see what you haven't and have done. For example, if we go through Teresa's schedule here, we can see what she has and what she hasn't done. So when it comes into check-ins in your sessions, we can see what we need to change and also what you have done well as well. You'll also get an email which tells you what your schedule is, and if you feel like you want us to add anything to your schedule or you want us to take anything away from your schedule, please just let us know and we can change that. Next, you'll see at the bottom here, this is where your programs are. You'll see them in your schedule, so you can either click through the schedule or you can click through on the programs. If I go to programs now, that will take you through to both your past and your present programs. Here at the top is Teresa's most recent program. If we click onto this, that will take us through to a initial part of the program, which basically explains a little bit about what we're trying to achieve in this program, the frequency, the intensity, and the progression, and so on, and the time of the sessions, etc., etc. You'll see here just a layout of all the different workouts. If we click on each individual one, so any of these, this will take us through and we can see what you need to do in that workout. So if we go to workout 3 here, we can go start workout at the bottom, start workout here. What you'll see is there's different ways that we can go through the workout. So we can actually just go all the way through and you can, and then you can add your reps and your weights on each different part. You can see what you've done in the past. You can video your exercise and you can have a look here for any information on that exercise as well. You'll also see here at the top that there's a video. So if I click on this video now, this will tell us about what not to do and what to do. We've nearly updated all the exercises, so most exercises should have a video. And this is for if you're training by yourself in open gym, just to see if there's any cues and pointers that you may be missing. But obviously, if you are in a session with one of the coaches, you won't need to look at these because we're there to tell you what you need to do. Another way of looking at your workout is if you go through, if you go to the top here, you have a look at this top part. You can just easily go through each part of the workout, add in a certain amount of reps, 8 times 50, for example. Save set, that'll come through to us and we can see what you've done. Go through each part and it's just an easier and quicker way of doing it. Some people prefer the opposite way here at the top, this one, or some people prefer this one as it's just a little bit more straightforward. All I can say is just keep it super simple and just follow everything bit by bit, and job's a good one. You'll see that there is some notes that we may want you to read. Just take a look out for those, just in case there's any cues or anything that we need to tell you throughout the workout. At the bottom, you have your stopwatch. This is if we program it in intervals and so on, but also it's just helpful. You press start here, tells you start, timer and intervals, and it's just a great way to not having to sort of go onto a watch or use the timer in the gym. We can just use that as well. Another thing you'll see that we do if we go back to the home page, so just following the video back to the home page here, you'll see here that we have assessments. If we go on to assessment, you'll see here you have your home assessment, your assessment 1 and your movement assessment. Your home assessment is one that we like you to do on the first week of things. If we go on to your movement assessment here, this is just what we test you on your first session with us. So we have a 2,000 meter row, which is just a standard test that we like everyone to do. And then we also have your variants of different exercises as well. If we feel like we need to change this assessment for an individual to make it bespoke, we will do, and we'll have that done just before. Going back to the home page now, guys, what we have is messages. Now, most people don't message us through this. Some people do. It's totally up to you if you want to message us through that. But generally, we use the WhatsApp group, or we just message you directly on WhatsApp. It's just generally easier. You can also see here that if you go through to tracking, we go through to food diary, you'll see that this is how we track your food. So Teresa has already updated her MyFitnessPal to the app, and this is just an example of how it will be seen. So if we go into here, this will tell us the food that they've eaten on that day, so we can have a look at the quality of food, but also the number side of things as well. And we can just see what you've eaten and any changes that we want you to make when it comes in. On our software version of this app, it'll also give us an average of each week, so we don't have to scroll through each day as well. Next, we have your results tracking side of things. So if we go back from here onto the results tracking, which is just this bit here, we go onto results tracking, and you can see here there's different things that we can track. What we'll have a look at today is your weight. We have a reminder on the schedule, which tells you to weigh yourself daily. This is just because it's the best way to get in data, but obviously you can talk to your coach about whether or not you want to do that. If we go through here, all the weigh-ins, and if we go into your chart, you can just see how well you've done over a period of time. As you can see here, Teresa, a bit of a star pupil, and it just goes to show what happens if you are very consistent and you follow our advice and you do the training and the programming. Going back from here, there's also sleep and daily steps, and there's progress photos as well that you can take, and we can see each week if you're changing, if you're not changing. Most people generally just do a progress photo maybe every month, or at the start of the program, or at the end of the program as well. Here at the bottom, you'll see here you have the coaching element side of things. If you go into this, you'll see that you have the videos here at the top. This is the educational side of things, introduction videos and so on that you have in your schedule in the first week and the first 23 days, I think. Go into each one of these, click them, and you'll see that there's a different video of me talking about something that we feel that you need to know to get the best out of this 12-week transformation. You'll also see here that this is where you have your starter pack and your membership card. Obviously, we have it in the first week, but this is where you'll find it from after that. And you also have your recipe books on there as well. Going back here, you'll see that your spreadsheets are on here. This is where you have your periodization and also your text documents. And this is where you have your past and present goals as well. So I think I've gone through everything there, guys. All I can say is practice as much as you can. Have a play around with it and just try and use it from a day-to-day point of view. So when we go into sessions, we can check it accordingly and see how well you've done. Cheers guys, and I'll see you in the next video.